Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The message reads like this. Hello my brother, how are you? I have a confession to make, my brother. So I was listening to your other channel, then I heard that voice note that was sent to you by that man who was saying that he has more than 30 children and currently he has 8 women that are pregnant for him. So I have my own story that I want to share with you. When I came here to South Africa, I think I was somewhere between 18 to 19 years. I was just a young man. Even now, my brother, now that I am much older, I don't even know where home is, because I had my first love, I had my first sex here in South Africa. So I feel as if South Africa grew to be my home. When I arrived here in this country, I was staying in Limpopo. I stayed for many years whilst I was there in Venda in Limpopo. So when I was there, my brother, I started to better my education by going to school, and in a very short period of time, I then found a very good working job. But because when I came here, I was a man who had never been in a relationship. Back home in Zim, yes, I had this other girl that I had once dated, but it was those things like when you are still in high school, it's like you'll be dating each other only in your minds but not physically, as in you just say that this is my girlfriend and then the girl will be saying that this is my boyfriend, but without ever working together or doing anything. When I arrived here, my brother, then I started to see other beautiful women, but I was really scared because I didn't have the experience of approaching a woman. At that time, when I was still in Venda, I was selling in a spaza shop for this other woman. She was quite a kind-hearted woman. If I ever get the chance, I will tell you of my journey coming from Zim and how we got lost in Kruger Park for many weeks until finally I was able to get out of Kruger Park, but a few people died whilst we were walking in Kruger Park because of starvation. But I think that God protected me, because even though I was just a young man, I was just a boy at that time, I don't know how I managed to survive. Then I had to walk all the way from the border until I had arrived in Venda in an area that is called Thohoyandou. So when I was in that area, that is when I met this other lady who was kind-hearted. She had a spaza. Then I started to sell in her spaza. When she saw that I was really good in mathematics, she said that she wanted me to teach her daughter. And in that year, when I was teaching her daughter after work, her daughter came out with really good marks. She said that she wanted to take me to a private school. That is how I ended up being able to further my studies. After that, I was able to get a job, my brother. Right now, I am working in the banking sector. But when I started working, even though I saw that there were a couple of women that seemed to be attracted to me, I don't know if they were only attracted to me simply because I was selling in the spaza. And the reason why they were attracted to me, it was because they wanted some favors from me. Some girls, yes, they used to come, then they would ask me to buy something for them. Since I was a young man who was not that experienced when it came to women, I would find myself paying a lot of things for those ladies that I was not dating. As time went on, I grew tired of this thing of pleasing myself because I used to do masturbation a lot. What I will do is that throughout the day, I would look at those beautiful women that used to come to that spaza. Then late at night, I will please myself. But as I grew more mature, I saw that this thing of pleasing myself, it was not taking me anywhere. When I saw that everyone around me was dating, I then decided to speak with that woman's son, who then told me that he knew of this other elderly woman who knew a lot of herbs. And we went to that woman's place. When we went there, then that woman's son, whom I was working for, was the one who spoke on my behalf. That young man then told the woman who was assisting us that I was here I was there to be given some herbs so that they can assist me when I'll be speaking with the ladies. That elderly woman that was helping me then told me that I had to go to the spaza so that I can buy a small box of matches, that Lion matches. I rushed to the spaza and I returned back with a small box of matches, but I had forgotten another item that I was supposed to buy. She had told me that I was supposed to buy an egg, so I had to rush back. Then I bought another egg. Finally, when I had those 2 items, she told me that I was supposed to empty that small box of matches, in which I did. After I had emptied that box of matches, I then gave it to her. Then she did a little bit of her charms on that box. Then she took a very small stick. I don't know where she took this stick from, but I just saw that the stick suddenly appeared in her hands. Then she placed it in the small box of matches and she placed it on the floor. She then gave me the egg that she had mixed with the herbs so that I can drink. She said that she was placing something that was more powerful than Mpesu in my body. After I had drank the egg that was mixed with the herbs, she told me that the stick that she had placed in the box of the Lion matches, when I returned back home, I was supposed to place it in the lotion that I used. At that time, I was using Dawn lotion. We returned back home. Then I took that stick and I just mixed it with the Dawn lotion that I was using. Then I started using it. We went around, my brother, just looking for love, but luck was not on my part. So I just thought that maybe this was just fake charms. So after that bottle of Dawn was finished, I then threw it away. But that lady had told me that I was supposed to remove it every time that my lotion was finished. I was supposed to use this charm for the rest of my life. I then had to move out of Venda. Then I had to move out of Venda because I had found another job. It was quite a paying job in the banking sector. When I moved out of Venda, I had forgotten about all of those charms that had been given to me. I forgot about all of those charms that were given to me. But now the situation that I am facing right now is that I am acting as if I am a sex addict, because each and every day, my brother, I have to sleep with a woman and I have to perform 5 times on each and every night. I have to do 5 rounds and I do not get tired. That is the situation that I am facing. Every lady that I try to stay with, the lady will just say, I can't stay with you anymore, because even if we do it today, tomorrow I will need another 5 powerful rounds so that I can feel satisfied. Sometimes I can even sit through the night so that I cannot fall asleep, just wanting to please myself. I have had sexual intercourse with countless women, but still I do not get tired. But the other thing that is troubling me, apart from these powerful things that were placed in my body, is that every time that I am dreaming, I am always having sexual intercourse with women that I cannot see. Some of these women, when they come to my dreams, it's like I know them, but when I am sleeping with them in my dreams, then suddenly I will forget their names and I will forget their faces. This usually happens after I have woken up. When I am in my dream, I can actually recognize that this woman that I am sleeping with in my dream, I have seen her somewhere. But after waking up, it's either I will just forget about the dream or I will forget that woman's name completely. And this thing, my brother, it is now starting to have physical manifestation. It is no longer spiritual. When I wake up sometimes, I will see that my manhood will be erect and there will be sperms all over the place. When these things started to happen to me, I was really excited, because whenever I'll be with a new woman, I'll sleep with that woman until she asks for forgiveness. But now, my brother, I am the one that is asking for forgiveness from my manhood, because because when the evening is approaching, then I'll start to say a prayer of forgiveness to God, because it doesn't matter. Even if my manhood is very painful, I will still have that desire to have 5 very strong rounds with a woman that I'll be staying with. Even if I try to get a lady of the night, most of them, they will threaten to kill me. Throughout the night, most of these women of the night, they will say that the money that you have paid me is not enough for these things that you want to do to me. And whenever I am with these women of the night, I will end up pleasing myself, because once the evening comes, I can't even stop myself. Dear listeners, right there was a message that I received. Then I had to ask one of our admins to give us a translation. Our dear brother was saying that even at work, there are many times when he just goes into the men's toilet so that he can assist himself.